I'm obsessed with math, but you know what math I find horrifying? Every year, over 1.5 million people die of tuberculosis, a curable disease. TB is the leading infectious disease killer, more than HIV, AIDS, and COVID-19. It kills more people annually than malaria, violence, and conflict combined. So if it's curable, why are so many people dying? Many reasons, but for one, you can't get the right treatment if you don't have the right diagnosis, and up to 40% of TB cases go undiagnosed. Enter Danaher. This large US corporation owns several biotech companies, one of which makes this great test called the Gene Expert. This test can find out in less than 2 hours what takes culture tests weeks and weeks to discover. So this sounds like fantastic news. What's the catch? Corporate greed. Although the test cartridges cost as little as $3 to make, Danaher is selling them at a minimum of $10. Now that might not sound like a lot, but in a country with a high rate of TB like Sierra Leone, $10 is a week's worth of income. That's like asking an American to spend $1,000 on a COVID test. If you read their website, they talk about how they want to help the world, and yet they're putting profits over people. Join me in telling Danaher that it's time for $5 test cartridges. This will cover the cost of production and allow these tests to be more accessible to the people who need them. So how can you help? First, spread the word on social media. Danaher thinks they can get away with this unnoticed. Let's show them that's not going to happen. Next, call and email Danaher. Tell them that this is not okay and that we're demanding $5 test cartridges. I know posting, calling, emailing can be super stressful, so the good news is there are templates that you can use. You can go to tbfighters.org or find that link in my profile. There you can find more information about TB and the Time for 5 campaign. Let's tell Danaher that we see their math and it's time to put people over profits. It's time for 5.